wait, you're
Yeah, but it's
like
funny.
alchemist?
It can be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's like the wild magic
interesting.
of artificer.
'Cause,
Yeah.
Okay.
someone that my character is friends with is a artifice.
So, does everyone have their character sheets mostly level 10?
Yes.
Okay. So, with that, cool. I have to remember who. Okay, so let's make sure. Let's just do a final, quick introduction, just so that I know and have locked into my head. Because I had a couple things planned for each of your characters, but if some of them have changed, we'll see what happens. But okay, so let's go left to right because I'm left-handed, and that seems like a good way to.
That would be me.
Yes.
What did you want first?
So, do you all know what her name is? Who she be? Who they be? So say your name and then give us your character. Give me your basic levels, basic levels,
Okay.
just as a place to start.
Okay, so my name is Jackie. You can use either. My character's name is Oz. They have 2 levels of divination wizard and 8 levels of great old ones warlock. Tiefling. This is something that you wouldn't know either yet. They're blind and have to use their familiar as like their seeing eye familiar, basically.
Hey, Scott. Jump in over there. You're good.
Yeah, so without their familiar, they just can't see.
Okay.
I mean, I can cast Find Familiar at will without expending a spell slot, so.
Yeah. I'm just. I'll have to think about how that plays into when you're casting a spell. So you're saying when you have your.
With your familiar,
Okay.
after the chain, you share their senses.
Okay.
So long as I have a pseudo dragon. So as long as I have my pseudo dragon, I have.
So do you primarily keep it on your shoulder?
It just has to be within. I think. Well, so to share its senses, it just has to be within like I want to say like 100
Okay.
foot. But
Okay.
to use like its magical resistance, it has to be within 10 feet. So yeah, it would generally follow about like 5 feet behind.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So that'll be. I'll have to.
I was gonna say that you can definitely incorporate it though with like.
So we'll see
I'll
how.
take disadvantage on stuff.
I will. I just have to have it in the back of my head that that's something to consider. So that'll be fun. Oh, hi, CJ. CJ jumped in on our thing. So that was the ping, and he's got his Santa hat on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll also keep it in mind too. So like if you say something, I'm like that. Yeah, I was gonna say like awesome to see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anti-magic fields are going to give base the existence because summon creatures wink out of existence.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely like it's a disability. Like.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm willing to take this advantage.
I hear you. I can appreciate the value of the role play. I'll try and make sure it works out correctly. Okay, so then what's your character?
I'm Matt. I'm playing the good Duke, Winston Goldman. He is a rogue mastermind, and I plan on a couple levels in Archfey Warlock.
And what was his last name again?
Goldman.
Winston Goldman. Okay.
A bit on the nose, but you know.
On the nose would
the
be
nose
gold
that-
head.
Like, he does have.
I know that would be on
yeah,
the
considering he doesn't have a gold nose anymore.
gold. No. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Cool. So Duke Winston Goldman, and what was say the levels again?
10 in Mastermind Rogue, and I plan on Archfey Warlock. About 6 levels, I think.
Okay,
If
so
we
you're
get to 20.
So you're not doing that yet.
Not yet, but
So you two can jump in over there with Mariah. Find your happy place. If you need to move that cart, go ahead and do that. Feel free. And then Scott will jump over with you guys, or you can find space by Leala, one of the two. All right.
yeah, he's
Sorry.
not Warlock yet, but I mean he still has his like master and stuff.
Okay.
He just doesn't have a magical
What was the primary again? I got just.
rogue.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, Mastermind Rogue. Yes, I knew that. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I was, and you had mentioned doing both, and I didn't know what the level of balance
Yeah, it's definitely majority.
would be.
rogue.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Ben.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm Ben. My character is Elwyn. I have 5 levels in Battlemaster Fighter and 5 levels in Hexblade Warlock.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And what was your race? Was it
Half elf.
half elf? Okay.
Yeah, I should say my race.
You-
I'm a homebrew skeleton. Yeah.
with gold-plated.
With gold-plated skull and
Yeah.
ruby sapphire eyes.
Yep.
Alright, my name is Garen. My character name is Inverse. Very complicated story how I got the name, but anyways,
Is this level 10 table or level 8?
Yes, level 10. So you should be level 3 with her, I think. Yes, I think. Sorry, start over.
Completely alchemist artificer because I do not believe in multiclassing.
Wow, way to throw shade at the rest of the table.
Sorry. It's personal preference, not, I don't hate it.
Okay.
It's just, it's complicated. But my character is going to be high intelligence and heavily support based. And he has a plague doctor sort of style to him.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Artificer. Okay. Cool. All right. So that helps. What? Who?
Can I grab base?
Yes. If you need, or here, I've got a spare set here. If you need a spare set. Cool. Okay. So I guess we'll just start. We'll start here. Duke. You receive a message in your mind from your patron. And it is so you hear I'll ignore the disappointment of your malfunctioning materials for now. I need you to go to the docks of the Radiant Citadel. Find the ship about to set sail.
It's like this, it's very circular with it, where the town square has
Don't
a lot
disappoint
of
me again.
entrances and a lot of exits.
As you wish, my liege.
And you can do, if you want, you can do up to 25 words and send, because it's ascending. So,
As you wish, my liege. I'll depart as soon as I can.
awesome. So you get that. And then, yes, you're on your way. Let's see. So,
I didn't pick one mostly because I did have a math that I shared with anyone.
8 hex. Okay. You get a piece of communication. Now that you're blind, I have to rethink this one. No, I know. I'm just like, it's like.
Know how to read?
So yeah, I believe so.
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember if
Most of
they
the
know the languages you know or what.
I have an intelligence of more than 10.
I know. I just want to
Yeah.
know if you're pseudo trading.
All right. So you get a message from an old contact.
Okay.
And it is, you do get it, you know what, they would know. And so you get it's an embossed message, so that you can feel it out. And it basically says, I know you're, so this would be an old friend of yours. And so what would an old friend of yours be?
Yeah.
Because I could make one up, but it's kind of fun to think,
Yeah.
who's a friend you would have?
Yeah, so.
If we're thinking.
So.
Do we have like towel things to erase the dry erase?
Not,
There's.
Oh.
Dry
Oh,
erase.
it's
that's,
not dry erase. It's like
no, but if you can use water bottle and napkins. Otherwise, yeah, the water bottle and napkins works well. Don't use the cleaner, but yeah, just use a little bit of wet water as opposed to dry water. So, okay. So who would be someone who you would consider maybe a friend
Yeah,
or
so.
a positive acquaintance in your history?
So Oz was. I realize I never said the backstory, and I
Yes.
should have done that. But I also very much procrastinated.
Okay.
So Oz started as like a wizarding apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
So a contact would probably be either one of the other like apprentices, because you know
Okay.
wizards they're way too important to be sending like their own communiques.
Okay.
So probably like another like apprentice who maybe they might have finished the whole like apprenticeship or not. Oz would have left once they discovered the whole warlock thing.
Oh, secret knowledge.
Yeah.
It's in the restricted section.
Yeah, but
All
I
right,
don't
cool.
wanna do that
So,
anymore. I
all
wanna
right.
do the space thing.
So your friend is going to be another person training as a divination wizard,
Yeah.
and they know that.
Types too, like
Yep.
extreme nerds.
Yeah, and so they're aware of your desire for deep knowledge and and you're seeking out power from the past and that whole thing. So, and this is going to be, it's Norble Digger.
Sounds
And
right, yeah.
Norble Digger is a fellow student of divination where you studied, and this is a half goblin, half gnome.
I respect Normal Women.
And so you get an embossed, a magically embossed letter from him that as you run your fingers over it, it also speaks. So that's kind of fun. And he'll say, something's happening since the discovery of the Radiant Citadel. The ethereal plane has been long dormant up to this point. But I and some of our old professor friends, the one you didn't agree with as much, we've found that strange things are happening in the ethereal plane. You should go there. There's a team being chartered, and I've sent your name ahead of you. So they're expecting. They need someone with your particular set of skills.
That does make sense.
You may find secrets you've been long seeking.
I mean, I could have figured that out myself, surely, but I'll take this good fortune.
I could have figured that out myself. Thanks, Norble.
Yeah, basically.
Whatever.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, basically.
Cool. The two of you, so you tend to be more of I'm assuming more of a combat-oriented person.
Yep.
Okay. You would probably have also met Brayden. So Brayden's character is also more of some form of fighter. So we'll see if he gets here, when he gets here. Yes. Oh, that's what it was. So he's doing a samurai fighter. But we'll say that the two of you know each other as like mercenaries. You guys have been hired hands in a variety of different organizations.
Yep.
And you two are sitting, tossing them back at the pub of your choice. So what would that be for your character? What kind of institution of merriment or relaxation would you be attending?
I guess just a simple plain old tavern. Nothing showy. Nothing like dodgy either.
All right. Okay. Just a nice, quiet place.
Yeah.
Okay. Family
This is a
friendly.
family-oriented
That's right.
tavern.
Yeah. So yeah.
Where
So
they serve children alcohol.
child. What'd you call it?
Child
Drinking,
drinking,
child drinking, child
child
smoking.
drinking and child smoking.
So sad. Not cool. No. So.
I don't endorse it, but Elminster still does.
So a familiar contact, a large 7-foot half orc, lumbers up, rests on the elbows on the bar, and sits at the stool next to you. How tall are you again?
That is
Roughly,
5'10".
Okay, so this is a guy, I don't know, I don't remember seeing your official stats, but this would be a pretty beefy guy, friend of yours. And so he's like, I got a couple spots on a ship. You want to go?
Depends. What kind of ship are we talking?
And this would be Borg. No, not Borg. That's Star Trek. I just, yes, let's not do that.
We're 7 of 9.
Stop it. No, I'm just kidding. His name is Bolger. He just goes, and when you want to irritate him, you call him Bolgi, but he takes it mostly okay most of the time. All his non-friends just call him Bull. But anyways, so this is your orc friend, half orc friend. So he's kind of muscling up next to you. Got a job. You want a job? Got a couple spots. I need a couple guys.
What kind of job are we talking?
Well, it's some sort of a vessel trying to do something, exploring the ethereal plane. They need some muscle with a little more variety to it.
Sounds like a job for me then.
All right, go to the docks in the Radiant Citadel. There's a ship. Frankly, it's kind of a piece of junk, but it's a good-sized ship, which is what's important for the ethereal plane, I hear. All it's got is crossbows, man. Doesn't even have a ballista. Jeez, jobs these days. But I think that it'll be a good opportunity for you to really show your skills. They may run in, if they're out there on the ethereal plane, it's not going to be just a standard hack and slash kind of clearing out invading goblins or something, you know. It's going to be some crazy fun stuff. So I think you two will like it. So he says that to you and Braden's samurai samurai fighter character. Time to meet Steven. Hold on. Uber. 1 second.
If you want me to go grab it.
Sure. It looks like he might be... He's in a Ford Focus.
I don't know cars.
Me either.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
So if you go out by Campus Police, actually, where is that? Hold on. I'm looking for the code now and I can't find it. Almost there. I don't know how to do Uber stuff.
Did you roll your random?
Potions?
Yeah,
I will do that right now.
I was gonna say.
Next one.
Courier just tried to contact you. That's not helpful. How?
I rolled. Dude, I got a 19 and a 1 for my
Oh,
portent.
actually, here. Let me try calling. Hold on.
I am so set. I was like, I'm gonna roll like a 12 and a 15, but no, a 1 and a 19. Oh, I can't wait to make someone crit fail something.
Alright, I got
Me, I'm gonna make
bonus
myself
and
crit
flight.
fail something.
Did we drop it?
Terrible portent as of yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm
That's
ahead.
your
It
power
hits
move.
me 1. It doesn't hit.
Ay, ay,
I hate doing damage. Damage is
ay. I
awful.
told him meet at Library 104.
So, there is
I didn't receive a call. Oh.
kind of,
I've got 1 bar, of course. That's always helpful.
That is extremely
If I could get you the code for this order, that would be helpful.
specifically if you're a restaurant,
Actually, go to Campus Police Building, and I'll have a long-haired fellow meet you. So Max is his name. All right. Cool. We'll see if that works.
All right, Campus Police.
Yep.
All right, well,
we do not. Okay, so you're the person. Where did you go?
Only
You
has
probably guessed.
one.
It's not
No, no.
more of a fright, it's more of
Come on.
someone screamed and then now people are, by the time you are
there's a commotion.
or get oriented to the screaming, it's more of now people are now fleeing. So
Usually I get like a tracking number
So
thing
there,
or something.
you are.
This is why I'm not.
Yeah.
I just don't like having more than one. So I only use Uber Eats so that I don't have to use more than one. And I only use it for events like this. So that's part of the trouble.
I use DoorDash don't spend money.
Orders. Track.
That's because I'm still dependent on my parents.
Okay, so
So I don't really need to buy food or anything.
That is nice.
It is nice. It's really nice. My parents are awesome at paying for food.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm jealous. My mom isn't like a bad cook, but
Okay, maybe I'm biased. But
All right. Okay. He says he's okay. Cool.
a kid kind of like
my grandma used to be a really good cook, but she's old now, so.
I don't know what that
She's old now
means.
and can't cook much anymore.
Okay. Garen
my character's name is Inverse.
is what?
Inverse. Is that's what you're
Inverse.
Yes, like opposite.
Nice. Yep. My brain also wanted to call you Gavin, and I'm like, that's not his name, brain. So, sorry.
You just seemed confused, so.
Yeah, it was because my brain was telling me your name was something that wasn't. And so I had to tell my brain. I was having an internal dialogue, which is not the same as talking to yourself. Okay? Just to be clear. Okay. So it looks like that got delivered. So cool. Success. All right. There is now chicken foods for people. Okay. Artificer. How would you be spending time generally if you didn't have anything else to do? Actually, just kidding. Just kidding. For the sake of your character, we're going to say you're already on the ship because they would have. We'll say you've had a hand in doing repairs on a large ship in the Radiant Citadel that uses a combination of fire and air elementals and a series of pipes and hoses, or pipes and balloons. Zeppelin-ish style. So it's kind of a blend of hot air balloon and Zeppelin. And they release bursts of air. And so you've had a hand in building and creating this system that has a fire elemental and an air elemental. Sometimes if they want to lift, they'll use both. If they want to drop, they'll run just cold air, that kind of thing, through a series of pipes and everything. And so because of your magical knowledge, we'll say that you have been tinkering on this project. So if you are, how you got here, how might you have gotten to a job like this as an artificer?
So, ever since my character's enclave, the survivors, fell apart, he's probably been traveling a lot, hiding his identity because he's a reborn and everything. He's kind of zombie-ish.
Right.
And just doing jobs for people. And he eventually found a portal to the Ethereal Plane and thought this place is amazing.
Yeah.
And found a ship that people were working on and asked if he could help with it.
Okay.
My guy just vibing in the ethereal plane.
Do what? Who?
My guy just vibing in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And the Radiant Citadel is known for it's drawn since being reestablished. It has drawn a lot of people who felt almost like outcasts, whether that's because they were part of the original cultures who originally founded the Radiant Citadel, or they've just been drawn there. And especially because of the Ethereal Plane's connection to the dead and undead, maybe there's a certain energy that makes you feel connected there. So you were hired to help do the repairs on this ship by a bookish warforged halfling. So it's a 3-foot tall warforged, and you know her as her full name is Persephone Marigold. And she is basically a brass. If you think of the Monopoly Man, but 3 feet tall. That's kind of how that goes. And yeah, brass 3 foot tall Monopoly woman, basically, instead of Monopoly man. So her warforged form, she even wears a little miniature top hat.
That's weird.
Okay. And
Person's called Miss Monopoly.
is it Ms. Monopoly?
Yeah, it's
I didn't know that was an actual thing, so that's good to know.
Because she's her own boss.
I like it. All right. And she goes by Seph or Sephi. Okay. She's the one who hired you. She's not the captain of the ship, but she's kind of head of this whole whatever it is. So she's the one who's been who's clearly in charge of funding and kind of the brains of the operation, where a captain's quarters would normally be. So you have you're on a, just to be clear, you're on a 3-decked airship that is about 10 foot by 40 foot. So it's a good sized one. So you've got 2 lower decks. One is all for crew, the other is for supplies and that sort of thing. And the top deck is half normal deck, and then you've got 2 side cabins. So the third deck is halvesies, or 2 quarters, if that makes sense. You've got a cabin on one side and a cabin on the other. So on one of those, Sephi's taken up kind of residence in one of them, and and every now and then she'll call you in to talk over some mechanic of the ship as you're repairing it, and using your magical and mechanical means to do so. And she has a surprisingly well-developed library in this small little cabin of hers. And so you can see, so there are walls of books all around. So and so you would have gotten to know her over a period of a couple weeks as you kind of bring this airship up to snuff. As you look around, the airship does have, it doesn't have a crew yet. She says there's supposed to be, once you guys get the kind of the people who are going to be mostly in charge to join you, the primary team, you guys will work to hire the rest of the crew. But all of that's being paid for and everything. So is there anything, as you're kind of working on this airship, anything that your character would want to either discuss with her over a period of weeks, or questions you would have about her or the company or anything like that?
So, how does one get to the Ethereal Campaign? I found a portal, but the portal closed after I used it, so it's complicated stuff. So how does one get here?
Oh, honey, there are so many ways. The primary way for us in this type of establishment is there are a variety of portals that are standing portals that move around the ethereal plane. But for us, the primary way is in the Radiant Citadel. They have over a dozen portals, and each portal goes to a different place. And every now and then they find a new one that just kind of appears. And so it connects to a variety of levels. So that you must have come through some something that connected to your the part, some part of who you are. But there are a variety of ways in and out. And so that's the basics of it without overcomplicating it.
Thank you. And what is the easiest way to get extraplanar communication, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I do believe there are spells for that. Let's see if she would know this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure sending spells can go anywhere on a plane. I'm thinking that if I remember my spells correctly, that can do even across planes. Does anybody know for sure? I'm almost positive that's how the language works. I'm like, I can look it up real fast. I'm fairly confident it's one of those that sending works that way.
I had a spell, but
In this setting, it does.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I like to stick with the basics. Let's see.
Everyone rushes to go look at
Yeah, I'm like, I should have. Okay, this should be in the player's handbook actually. It should be. Yeah, I'm like, this is like.
you can use contact other plane.
There's that one too.
of that?
You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of
Yeah.
existence.
So that's sending.
But if the target is on a different plane than you, there's a 5% chance that the message won't arrive.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I thought there was some sort of. I thought it was kind of like scrying, where it had a potential fail. Yeah. So she says, stand, and I believe that's a second level spell, so fairly third. So not too. It doesn't take too advanced of a caster to be able to do something like that. If you want to send a message back to your ma or something. Yeah.
I see. Well, that's all. Thank you for your time.
Certainly. Yeah. My door's always open unless it's not.
That's very interesting. And then my character goes back to his work.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So, over a couple weeks, you get this system together. At some point, Sephi will bring you contained air elementals and an air elemental and fire elemental. It's like it's kind of like a large 3-foot capsule that seems to have some arcane script on it. And so that seems to be part of its containment properties. But you end up getting that. Actually, let's have you make a. What is an artificer check? So it should be, and it should be like your Arcana plus proficiency. I think should be what we use. Hey CJ, did you decide to join us?
I came to mostly watch because I think I'm late.
All right, cool. That's all good.
Arcana plus proficiency?
I think so.
That's going to be a big bonus.
That's cool. One would hope, because you're level 10. So let's hope you have skills.
So I rolled a 4, but that makes it a 17.
Thank goodness, because I would hate. I was just doing it for fun. This ship is supposed to function.
Ship immediately.
Yes.
The elementals escape and immediately. exact
Yeah,
revenge.
that's good to know. Thankfully, so it's a little bit of a specialty project, the way they've got you installing these, and you're trying to follow other people's schematics. But thankfully, because of your strong abilities in these areas, you do manage to put the pieces together here. Yeah. Scott, are you joining them, or are you just hanging out? I just want to make sure, make sure you were all good. Didn't want you just floating out there. CJ, you're welcome to food.
Keep my options open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be going to dinner tonight, so I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I also haven't eaten today, so maybe it's.
Yeah, maybe you should put food in your face. Have some variety.
Have I eaten today? Is it weird that I don't know?
Yes.
I didn't sleep.
I'm concerned.
The days are kind of merging together.
Eat something, for goodness sake.
Yeah. I
Sorry.
Into the days are kind of blending together.
So, with that, so the party generally makes it through. I'll RP the arrival of the other two when they actually get here a little bit. But for the sake of where we're at, you've been working. You kind of lock your stuff in. You start to understand the system. There are a series of levers that release these different elemental bursts, blasts into sufficiently sturdy pipes and that kind of thing, and that would be used. As you all make your way to said place, let's see. It's actually not too hard to find. This airship is the only one docked at the time that you all travel over there, at the place that you were told to head to. So, as you come on board, for the sake of well, actually, all three of you roll and make initiative rolls. Let's see how you guys kind of funnel in.
While they roll, what's the 2-sentence version of what's happening?
They have been called to join a team in the ethereal plane that is going to be taking an airship out into the ethereal plane. The ethereal plane is usually a place of the dead, but it's being but there's something funny happening since the Radiant Citadel has been rediscovered. That has.
The pseudo guardian like saw like a rat
Yes.
and was like,
Yeah.
I want
Remember
that. Then I have to
Yeah.
chase after the pseudo guardian. It's a whole thing.
All right, what do we got?
I believe I'm going first with a 23.
Okay, so you've got a 23.
7.
13.
Okay, that's good. So you arrive a couple days ahead of the other two. You managed to get there, motivated by what you're motivated by, fear, desire to be useful, or you decide. But you end up arriving a couple days before the other two. How would you? So you see the one airship in dock. How do you go about kind of entering the fray?
I'm going to approach it and ask the first crew member or person I see, may I speak to your captain? Or whoever's in charge currently.
Well, now look, we ain't got no captain. It's complicated. It's kind of weird. I'm the first mate. I'm like a pseudo captain, but they don't want to call me a captain. All right. And you're talking to. So you walk up to this well armored, kind of a chainmail soldier of sort, or well armored sailor. Sorry. So he's got pieces of chainmail about him. Carries a rapier, and looks pretty rough and tumble, and has the appearance of a bugbear. So he's roughly 6 foot, 6.5 foot or so, furry, and has the head or face of a bat, I believe, if I'm remembering bugbears correctly. And he's like, he's got a nice, one part of his shoulder has a large, deep scar where no fur grows, and he has had tattooed over it a complex insignia of things.
Do I recognize this insignia?
Roll a perception check unless you want to do something that would feel more like investigation.
Can I do history? See if there's any history behind it?
Sure.
I'm fine with investigation too.
Investigation requires you to poke and prod him a bit.
Okay, I don't want to poke and prod.
Okay.
So, history.
Okay.
18 plus 10.
You recognize a few of the different symbols, and since this is an intelligence-based role, you notice that there are a series of symbols that seem to connect to various places, and the way it almost like swirls in on itself, and you get the sense that this is his journey of sorts, and it seems like it's kind of. Are you all right?
Of your pad.
My piercing.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry. You notice that it seems to be a tattoo that's been continually added to, and some of the insignias you do recognize as maybe particular, like even if you're not 100% sure which ones they are with this kind of quick version of a history, you recognize they are connected to specific places and insignias of particular domains or planes or lands, kind of like here are the places I've traveled, right? And every now and then you'll see a symbol, like one that has a little more color to it, and you're not sure what that might mean, but it's
So
there.
like the stamps and like, what are the things? The passport.
Kind of like that, yeah. And kind of built in, like Maui style, but all in like a clumped over this scar he's got.
Did
Yeah.
he say his name?
No, he didn't.
He's a sailor.
He's a sailor. That's right. No. No. So, do you ask him his name?
Yes. What is your name?
Well, I am the first mate here, and I go by Groth. That's all you really need. Just call me Groth. It's like broth, but I'm tastier.
I love this guy already.
Some people say I'm a little salty, you know.
Very well, Jaw. I'm here for this expedition. If you could show me to my quarters.
Sure, but before we got some places for you special forces downstairs.
Downstairs.
Well, you know, you're not up here on the top. There's only, look at this. I mean, come on. You know, the little ones got that whole thing. I technically have to share this little kibbutz with is that even a thing? Oh, like, that's right? I'm like,
It's magic slime.
yeah, okay. Technically, I got to share this with two of my crew so you guys can have a space, all right? So I'll show, but come with me, I'll show you your quarters, I'll show you a space. And so he'll lead you down to the lower deck. So the very bottom deck is where the crew stays, and then you've got you pass through the cargo hold, which is just a fairly open big room. There are, if you think of a U-Haul truck where there's like the bars on the side and like a variety of chains. At one point you do see a manacle or two, you know, for when, you know,
When things happen.
I mean, one thing leads to another. So there's that. So he shows you down. He's down to the thing. It's like, now there's a couple things you want to be aware of. Like, one, this airship's it's in pretty good quality, but just be aware, you guys are our primary line of defense. Like, we got crossbows and stuff that are mounted to the deck. You probably saw those, and we're gonna have crew for that. Eventually, I think that's part of your job. I'm only acquiring a couple teams, and you get to decide which ones you like the best, I guess, because you're special, and that's what Sephi says, and she trusts you, so I gotta trust you, so you better not mess up my ship.
My guarantee, as little harm as possible.
Well, I'm sure I can trust someone whose face gleams like yours does.
Look at me.
So, a couple things to know, though. Is this your first time in the ethereal plane, or have you traveled there a little bit, a lot?
No, I've popped in once or twice, but not for very long.
Well, you should know, things have been changing over the last few years, and I think that's why we're here. Sephi will get you filled in when everybody gets here. But it's almost like, it used to be like a dead place. Like, ghosts would come here, random aberrations or whatever. He's like, but I've been flying this place, so now we got a whole ecosystem now. We got floating taverns traveling about, and since everything in the ethereal plane takes about a day to get there, you can just, it's complicated, but we concentrate, and then over time we get there. But every now and then, you know how like in a normal sea voyage, you might see like dolphins or porpoise or something, or whatever they're called, those things. And I don't know, man, I'm just saying. Don't freak out if all of a sudden there's a large aberration on the side just kind of swirling around out there. Part of the reason we got to have this airship so big is so that the certain creatures think we're a threat. So just be aware. Once everybody gets here, we might have a full briefing or something, but for now, just keep that in mind. Let's hope you got some meat to your magic, if you know what I'm saying.
Not quite, but I think I get the gist of what you mean.
All right. So, and he leads you. True. I did not think about the implications of that. So he leads you down to a cabin that has 6 fairly nice bunks, but it is a shared room of 6.
I believe you have the wrong room.
Oh God.
Now look, unless you want a cot or a built-in wood slab here, these are the best bunks I got, and that's just.
The bunks. What are the other ones for? The other 5.
You're gonna be part of a crew, man. Here's what we got. We got a group of specials. You're one of them. We need some specialty skills, a little, people with a little more firepower, if you will. And then we got 2 other bunks over there. Or actually, technically, we got 3 other bunks over there that's going to be split for the rest of the crew who aren't staying up there with me. So I'll have my own navigator and things like that, but up in the cabin with me on top.
What about the captain's quarters? Well,
Uh,
I think something like that would be much more to my liking.
Look, fancy pants, you're not the captain. I'm not the captain. Steffi's the closest thing to a captain, and you'll get to know her soon. But she is taking control of that. So this is your living quarters. You first to arrive, so you get to pick your bunk. You want the top? Go for it. Have at it. Get yourself set up.
You said there is no captain. Perhaps you're higher than me?
No, I'm the closest thing to a captain, but the runner of this expedition is Steffi. She's up top.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's a you'll know her when you see her. Anyways, I got work to do. Get yourself set up, have a little nap or have whatever you do, Mr. Bones, and I'll
Bones, Mr. Bones.
and I'll see you around. If you need anything, let me know. I'm not really a jerk all the time, but just but I can't help you where I can't help you. All right.
I understand.
He thumps upstairs.
Did we pass the captain's cabin on the way in?
It would have been there were two. So on that top deck, you would have seen the basic deck, and then on each side is kind of those kind of lifted rooms, if that makes sense.
We're gonna go to the captain's cabin.
Okay.
And then just make myself at home in there.
Okay. You go up to the top deck. You go to where he pointed. You know where he indicated, right? He pointed the two sides. So you're going to try and enter the captain's cabin. All right. How do you do that?
Walk right in.
All right. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
God, I sure hope the rogue succeeds on that.
You just like walk into the door.
Oh no, that's a nat 1.
What's your bonus?
Plus 8. So
That's not not enough. Hold on.
This is so much better than I could have imagined.
Let's see, right? Let me just get out of that. Oh gosh, I just lost it. What's it called? Dang it.
That's gonna be so annoying.
No.
Like at home and can look in the mirror. That's gonna be so.
Live boarding?
Yes, thank you. My brain was that's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. It's been a long day. Long day for me here. All right. So let's see. Where is the? But this is not the standard strength. So let's have the three of you and CJ all roll d8s.
I looked at my dice and then
Here,
I left
you
them at
can
home.
have one of mine. Here you go.
Thank you.
4.
It's okay. I'd rather you roll low. We don't want him to, get. So 1, 3. That's 4. Okay, that's 8. You take 11 lightning damage. As a bolt of energy sizzles. You don't happen to be. You're not immune, are you? I'm trying to. Okay, not to lightning.
Oh, good heavens!
It's made of gold. Isn't he like?
Oh, that's true. We won't go all out
Yeah,
here.
gold is like.
Yeah, but I have nothing to fry, I guess, in my head.
Interesting point.
Magic.
Interesting point.
Yeah, so I have nothing to damage. I mean, other than my glorious appearance.
There we go.
but that's-
So yeah.
I can get all physics too on you.
I know. I'm trying not. It's okay. So, you take 11 damage, lightning damage, as you try and enter this. I just lost her voice. I have to make sure I have to not lose my notes here.
That's why it's always
Okay.
every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast control water just to turn into every day.
So, excuse me. Hello? Can I help you? The door opens after you've been sizzled. Just like that, mind you. Hello, hi. Actually, will you jump one way or the? I imagine you guys want to sit next to each other. One way or the other. Hello. Is everything all right? Everything good? Everything's fine, as it can be at least. Okay. So, all right. We're just gonna, everybody's getting acquainted. We're taking it slow, I guess. I'm going as fast as I can. So, the door opens as you try and enter unceremoniously, electrocuted as you are. And so there's that. As the door opens, you see a 3-foot tall Monopoly woman of sorts, Miss Monopoly style, made of bronze. It's a warforged halfling of, for lack of a better description. And she does wear a miniatures top hat. So you might appreciate her style, or you might not, or maybe you feel jealous. I don't know. You can decide. Excuse me, can I help you? Oh, you look familiar. Oh, you know what? I've been waiting for you. You're here earlier than I expected.
I always remember.
Yes, well, they say to be early is to be on time, right? Exactly. You look like you're still smoking from my protection on my door here.
What? How dare you?
Well, sir, I don't believe you've been given access to this particular quarters, and it is mine. So I don't remember hearing a knock.
My apologies for not.
Yeah, you're right. You are sorry, aren't you?
What was the character's name again?
Hello, my name is Persephone Marigold, and you would be Duke Goldman. That's right. That's right. What would you like? What do you prefer?
Duke Goldman.
G-Man. I'm just kidding. You can call me Sephi unless you're being a jerk.
Persephone, as I call her your phone. I was shown to the improper cabin by your first mates. There were several other bunks in there, and that's not to my liking.
Well, unfortunately, that is the nature of an airship, my friend. And since you are not the head of this expedition, you will be down there. We have given you the nicest of the bunks on that level, but that is your appropriate place, and you would be well-minded to recognize that.
Is there perhaps something I can do to change your mind about that?
Well, if you'd like, you can sleep up here on the top deck, or we can attach you to the manacles in the cargo hold.
I did say they were for him.
Complimentary upgrade. You have a suite.
Very well. I'll take my leave.
Yes, you will. I look forward to working with you. Glad to see you on board. You got a couple days to settle in, I believe, based on my. But we do hope to set sail soon. We just got the elementals in to and installed just recently. So yes, so you see these balloons up here above you. Again, this is so you guys are on an airship with a Zeppelin-like style to it, and she'll indicate a series of mechanisms and levers. Describe your character again, because you'll see him hunched over working on them.
So you see average height figure with like Dr. Mask and hood, like a navy cloak kind of style thing.
Okay, yeah, he's cool as hell.
Alright.
You can't see any of his skin. Like he's got gloves, he's got boots, he's got pants, you can't see anything about him except black and blue as his main color scheme. And he's just working on stuff quietly.
Futzing with things. We just got the elementals installed. So basically those are used to funnel different types of air, hot and cold, up into this large balloon up here.
Is that safe?
It's as safe as you're going to get on the ethereal plane, that's for sure.
Very well. I'll retire to my quarters.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
Sorry, I just finished Critical Role and they say bidet, and the whole last 15 episodes they're always saying that. Anyways, so that's what my brain did. All right, so you arrived like 2 days in advance. So think about what you would be doing. But let's have you guys jump in. So, Braden, you're just tell us a little bit about your character.
Alright, I'm an elder, currently in the summer season. Spike, usually elder, looking more fiery in the summer. I just look lush, like green lush, almost like spring, but not quite. I think like a summer green.
Imagine like palm trees on the beach kind of color.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How
what
my
I'm
hair
saying.
is doing right
Remind you
now.
things classic album looks like you got it.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
But,
These characters are so cool. My nerd.
little smoky. But
You said a little smoky.
little smoky.
Okay.
I got this beautiful, shiny, clean plate armor.
Not the plate armor that always stays clean.
Oh, I remember.
Looks brand spanking new, first time I've worn it.
Plate armor.
Oh, something I want to talk to you about. It's not a rapier, but can I just say it's a longsword? Because I like the flavor of a longsword,
Aesthetically.
but the stats of a rapier. Basically.
What's your strength?
Well, 15.
What's your dexterity?
20.
Okay. Are you wanting a long sword that's that's finesse?
Well, I just like a long sword for the look of a long sword. Because I like long swords.
Okay.
That's it.
But stat-wise,
It's like a
it's a
sword,
rapier.
The stat one.
Never
It's
guess.
big.
Just sit. So it's just a bulky rapier is what you're. But yeah, okay, sure. We're gonna officially describe this as a bulky rapier,
I like it.
kind of Three Musketeers style instead, rather than like the really fine.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, yeah.
That's up. So I got one of those on my hilt, and my shield. Very dirty. Not as clean as my plate armor.
Everything else except your plate armor is filthy.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That's so funny.
A little bit of blood smeared on the
Jesus
plate,
Christ.
or not on the plate, on the shield. But is that and this is myself.
Okay.
My name is Dave. Dave Id.
Your last name Id?
Yes.
Okay.
As opposed to ego or super. No. Okay.
So it's Dave.
Is it an ID or ED?
That's with an ID.
Okay.
All right. So, to just fill in some of your backstory, since you and Ben are a little more fightery oriented, ish. So we're saying that you two have been friends or at least coworkers for a bit. So Ben, describe your character again for him.
Elwin, half elf, short, straight black beard with a little set of a long set of strands on his right side. Soft sea gray colored eyes. Battle master. Multi-class exploit warlock.
Samurai.
Nice.
Despite not looking like
Okay. And so you two have done a number of mercenary jobs together. You guys had one of your friends who was a large half orc, and he came up and basically said there's a job on a ship. See, man, thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you.
I got stuff to host.
Handle it.
It's gonna be so hosted.
That's good, because otherwise, why would you be leaving?
Oh.
I don't know why you're laughing.
CG, it was so good to see you. So that wasn't meant to be a burn, but it did come out that way. But all right, so you guys were at kind of what would you say, like a family level tavern, or like it's a nice, not a dirty place, not a highfalutin place, somewhere just it's mid.
You went to
you know.
Applebee's like happy hour for the like $3 margaritas.
So one of your buddies, one of your contacts, sends you two together to the basically says go to the docks on the Radiant Citadel. There's a airship waiting, and they could use some muscle. I've already did he say I've already sent your name ahead?
No.
Something like that. But he said go. Yeah. He's like I think it'll fit you guys. They need some people with a little more beef to them, or something like that. Yeah. And so then, so you guys are heading out in that direction together. and I've had him already roll an initiative thing, but.
You're making a mistake. I know you're doing.
Wow. Listen, we believe in affirmational gameplay here. So, Meadow, you are so Meadow, where would you be hanging out generally?
Okay.
Like, what's your character's normal chill spot? Like, describe yourself for us and then tell us where you are. Start with you and then surrounding.
So, I'm a goblin. My name's Giblet. Giblet Bite Size, full name.
Giblet Bite Size. I like it.
Oh my god, so cute.
I always have like these like the mismatch where like nothing ever matches, but it's aesthetically pleasing in a weird sense. Yeah. So I just kind of like collect random clothing, and so that's what's like all over me.
So not patchwork,
Not
but
patchwork,
okay.
but just like my vest would be blue, but my shirt's like yellow or something. Not those colors, but like my hair always looks like it's like electrocuted, and I'm a little like twitchy in a cute sense.
The cute kind of twitchy, not the weird one that makes you uncomfortable.
I would probably be in a tavern, like, I don't know, I feel like I would be like just going up to random people and trying to play, like, arm wrestle them, and fail every time.
And where would this be?
Like at a tavern or something.
Okay,
Just like
okay.
at some place, sociably. Either that, ooh, okay.
What do we got?
Artist.
Nice. Okay, so that's yours. Okay, cool. Sorry. Did you see the character art I put in?
Yes,
Okay,
so
that was,
I was
all right.
literally like,
It was cool. I was like it. So it even gave the like frizzed hair. I thought it was like okay.
That's where I got the idea from.
Okay, so you're arm wrestling people in a tavern, but
Yeah.
not really
Not
winning.
Just like
Right.
being like, hey, you want to arm wrestle?
All right.
Short.
So you're like goblins are you like a 3 foot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Okay.
She's 3 foot, like.
And your class is a
Claire.
Tempest based?
Yeah, Tempest Claire.
Okay. Who would be someone in your past that you would trust?
I don't know. God,
At least a little bit.
do I have to like describe them?
No, just just give me a general who's someone you might possibly trust.
Well, if I go to a tavern like all the time, if there's like always like a local that goes to the tavern, and we always do our weekly arm wrestles,
Okay.
I would trust them.
Okay. So one week, he or she doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. All right. This is just your regular old human farmer John style guy. He's like, hey, maybe not farmer. He's more of a. Anyways, but he's so he'll do your normal arm wrestle and he knows a little bit about you. You guys have talked a little more. He's like, are you? You know, I heard about this. There was this guy who came traveling through last week when you I came in on a day you weren't here or something, and he said there was this crazy storm. And it just made me think of you. Like, you seemed like someone who would want to know more about some weird storm. But it wasn't like he said you had to go to like some other place. And so, but he said you could get there if you traveled. It's about a day west of here, and there's a big kind of portal of light. And you walk through that. On the other side, there's this like crazy storm. So I don't know if that's something you're interested in, but we've been doing this for a while. But I just thought it just made me think of you. Like, this is just like destiny. Like, she loves storms. There's a storm on the other side of this portal. Worst connection ever.
No.
If you had said someone from your past, I would have had them do ascending because that's easier. But this is like hearsay. You seem she's like, there's a storm that way. Yeah, you're like that's what it means to have arm wrestle trust.
Trust of the arm wrestler.
He says once you go through the portal, you're supposed to ask around for either Sephi or Groth. And that's all I know. But there was this he was just looking, there was a guy looking for someone who, he just was talking about storms and saying he needed somebody. I can't remember, you know. But I'm down to the pub, to quote Harry Potter. So, told them all about Fluffy. Anyways, that's a different thing. This is not Hagrid. Anyways. So, let's have you roll an investigation check to see if, based on the vague descriptions you've been given, how long it takes for you to arrive.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Might take me a moment.
It's extreme luck, is literally how you get there.
So, I got a 3.
Oh, jeez.
First roll.
So 3 total?
Yes.
What was your? Was it a nat 1 or something, or?
No, it was a 4, and I have a -1 in intelligence.
Okay. I hear you.
I'm here
All right.
for a long stroll.
Just like right as we're departing.
That's just it. It's
Yeah.
really just extreme luck.
You
Is how
probably
you
just see
get
this
there.
like little green thing just run on.
I'm picturing it's like, never mind. We'll get there. You haven't arrived yet.
I have not.
It takes a while. It takes you a while to find the portal. It takes you a while, once you get to a place called the Radiant Citadel,
Okay.
you realize you've been bamped to the ethereal plane, and that's different. Takes you a while to ask around, you know, a couple dozen arm wrestling matches later. But first, so, what were you two guys' names again? Character names? Elwin and Dave. Yeah, okay. Elwin and Dave. I just want to make sure okay.
I'm not great at naming characters.
I like Dave. I trust
usually
Dave.
names.
Yeah, Dave's
Do you have a cousin that's like ego and like super ego?
I trust Dave. Dave is trustworthy.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys travel. It doesn't take too long.
Before me with your words.
Yes, you definitely get there before. So, what would you be doing in your downtime?
I've definitely decorated the cabin, and there's like paintings, carpets. There's a chandelier in there. He's brought with him. He's turned it into like a super fancy, nice like room. Yeah, just there's definitely also a painting of like himself, like right forefront when you walk in the door.
Oh, what of?
A painting. He's just decorated the room
I
how he
imagine
likes
be
it.
one of those like the old timey like tasteful dudes, but he's a skeleton.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Like, yeah.
There's one of those.
Just the
Yeah, where I'm just like,
Yeah, but he's a skeleton, so.
yeah, I'm just absurdly fancy.
They were really good about being anatomically correct.
Yeah.
At one point, Groth comes in and says something like that.
Well, there's
That's a nice
catcher.
pose, man. Nice pose.
You been hitting the gym lately?
Or you can tell.
Really accents what you got going on in your nasal cavities. I like it.
I love Groth. He's my favorite already.
Awful, I hate it. God, I'm gonna so blast and be like horrified by what's going on.
So,
I'm just gonna turn around and leave.
so you all come aboard. So you find the one airship that is on deck. Did I give that guy a name? Your half orc friend?
Yeah, it was like.
I can't either.
Write it down?
I probably should have.
I probably should have. Also, sometimes when I have the NPCs in my head, and sometimes the name comes out different. So, so anyone who's good at note taking, please do, because I am
took
not.
notes on my guy.
It's one of the reasons I like having audio or video backups. All right. So with that, so you guys come in and you step aboard, and you see there's a couple guys kind of cleaning up and doing some basic repairs. You notice a man in a black and navy blue cloak. Is that what you said? He's tinkering on some things. It seems like he's working on calibrations and stuff. What would you do when you're not working on that kind of stuff?
Ask if I can borrow books from the Persephone's library.
Okay.
And I don't know. Like, let me think about it.
You would also notice him gradually over 2 days decorating the cabin that you guys stay in.
Oh, I stay in it.
You're in there. You're on one of the bunks. I realized I did not specify this ahead of time.
Very impressive what you've done at the place.
Thank you. I have a great sense of decor.
I'm so glad my character is blind so I don't have to see it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the goblin to come in. This is gonna be awesome.
So what would you be doing when you're not working on that? So you said borrowing books. Do you have a particular interest?
Stuff mainly about the different planes and ones we'd be likely to run into, like besides the ethereal plane, like the elemental planes, maybe.
Okay. She's likely to have that sort of stuff and willing to share within reason. So she might let you borrow a book at a time, kind of thing. Roll an intelligence check to see if you find if in the books that she gives you, you can find kind of some general information. Just do a standard intelligence.
Is it like a 1?
It is like a 1. So I'm going to use Flash of Genius to give myself +5, so that's an 11. I'm going to cut my losses.
No, 20. Oh, that hits.
This is the best
You
I've
get a
done.
general sense that there are other planes, and that some of them are based on elemental energies. It basically, thankfully, she gave you the beginner's edition, the planes for dummies, and you're like, oh, but you don't get a whole lot of deep information. Oh, there's like 9 hells. Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, there's the abyss. Oh, Celestia. Like, so you get a little bit of an understanding of the fact that there are other planes. Some are based on elements. Some are based on different planar bodies and stuff. And there seems to be, oh, dude, that is super cool. Yeah, but it's not sticking a whole lot, but you've got a little bit more background now, so that's helpful. There will be the section on the ethereal plane. You can see her handwritten notes of like no longer accurate in a very eloquent script, very Thomas Jefferson style.
I'm very tempted to write inverse says hi on the book, but I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want to trigger anything else.
Do you or don't you?
I do not.
Okay. You're tempted and resist. All right.
You hold up the pen.
So you spend a couple days in your downtime reading. And so as you two come aboard, you see him tinkering up with some boxes that go to some tubes. You guys I don't know that that's really something you do. So it's kind of like, that's machine stuff. Unless somebody has like blacksmithing skills or something like that. I took never mind. I took alchemy proficiency or something. I don't know. Alchemist tools. So you guys come aboard. You see a large bugbear, 6'3", something like that. So again, bat-faced, fur all over, scar on his left shoulder with an intricate tattoo of things. No, there's 2 guys I can get used to hanging out with. You guys look like some muscle. Are you guys part of the specials crew?
Why else would we be here?
You get sent by my buddy down at the this is me at Greg right now because my brain's messed. Over at the Fairlight, he likes that. He said he knew 2 guys over at the Fairlight. Applebee's.
The family-friendly tavern where they give the children alcohol.
So you guys tough? You got some skills? You look shiny enough. I bet you. If it weren't for that shield right there and a little bit of spot of blood you forgot to clean off your ankle, I wouldn't believe it with all that shine. I can't even look at you, man.
That's blinding.
That's what I said. Clearly, you are in the right place.
My character knows the new arrivals.
Make a perception check.
While he's doing that, I guess
Ooh, never mind.
to answer Rob's question, I'll tap my pauldron on my right shoulder, which has an ornate symbol of an albatross, and just go, see this? Insignia of the rookery. I'm their leader.
So you're a rookie?
Rookery, you know, like albatrosses when they get together, you call them a rookery. Kind of like a horde of mice.
A horde of mice? Is that what? All right. He does okay on that intelligence. He goes, oh, okay. I get it. You like heads of the birds. Okay, I got you. Okay. That's cool, man. I mean, whatever keeps you above the water, you know, or whatever. That's cool. So, you know, well, it's good to have you guys aboard. I can show you guys a little bit of the. Let me show you where you're staying. Come on, you'll like it. Yeah, it's been real fancied up by one of your other specials here. So.
First.
Oh yeah. So.
I got a 26.
So yes, you noticed a gleaming samurai knight who's not really a samurai, in the traditional sense, and then an Eladrin? No, half elf. He's Eladrin. And so half elf. What were you wearing again? Remind me.
It's a navy blue tunic with a brown vest.
Okay, so you find his tunic to be similar in color palette to your favored fashion.
Would I recognize Armor of Gleaming as a magic item as someone who's experimented with? Ignore Arcana check if you like.
Do an Arcana check with advantage because this should be in your wheelhouse.
Oh gosh, 28.
Yes, you know what it is. Or you're fairly confident you know what it is because, you know, Arcana isn't a identify spell.
Is that Armor of Gleaming? And then I will just go on this long tangent about the process of creating it, my opinions on like whole video essay.
And then you got to overlay the arcane symbols on top of the metal, and then it. Yeah. So he starts telling you how your armor works. So you guys come aboard a ship. This ship is three decks deep on each side of the ship. The top deck is like the quarter. You've got like a set of quarters. There's 25% of this side of the deck is like a captain's quarter style thing, and 25% of the other side is similar. But one has a fancier door. We'll say that. It's got a brass doorknob, and Groth stands over by the other one. When you guys initially come on board, he's up on top of one of these and is tinkering where he yells down like, hey, is that Armor of Gleaming? And then comes down and you guys have that conversation.
Sorry, what's the ship's name?
Not yet named. So, but if you wanted to RP and ask that, maybe we could do that in a minute. So I'll be honest. So you guys, you know that scene in Ghostbusters when he comes pulling up with the medical hearse or whatever it is, right? And he's like, "This is it. It's amazing." That's the image I got when I was thinking about this ship. It's a pretty high quality ship, but it's like some of it's a little more run down and it's kind of like salvaged of sorts. So in my head, that's the image I got of this ship. I'm not sure if that, but it's still cool. So with that, okay. So yes, it's Armor of Gleaming. Yes, that happens. So since you guys are talking, Groth will be like, "Hey, you want to show them where the quarters are?" Oh, great. Okay, cool. That I can get back to work. And he goes and kind of leans against the rail.
Where's the stables?
Are you saying that to Groth?
Yeah.
You have a horse?
Yeah, this is butter.
I missed the horse part.
You have a horse?
Both as a DM, so you have a horse with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not? You have a pseudo dragon. Why can't you have a horse?
I knew we were on the Ethereal plane.
This is. You know what? Oh, that's right. I think you may have mentioned something like that. I had an idea for this. There's something. We'll say your horse is not a normal horse. This horse is not an ordinary horse. Sorry, that's like from VeggieTales. I'm sorry, I just realized where that tune was from. There's nothing wrong with that. Lord of the Beans. No, but we'll say that it's some sort of like, I think there's a spell called Ethereal Steed or something like that. What is it? Yeah, there we go. So we'll say you have one that's permanent. All right, but So the mechanics of that we will work out later. So, hold on. I have to make myself a note to remember that you have that I have now allowed you to have a phantom horse.
What's your horse's name? Butter?
Butter.
Butter or Butta? Just to be clear.
Oh, speaking his language.
Butta or butter?
It's butter, but I said butter because that's how you would know.
Oh my god, you were trying to copy his accent.
Yes.
He did.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Hold on. All right. So just make sure I don't forget that. Fair light in.
love those giant dice.
All right. So with that,
For my goblin character, I have to get my biggest dice. Which is better.
are we doing okay, guys? We're like an hour into, and I feel like
Yeah, no,
we've
I'm-
barely gotten on the ship.
Yeah, but we're doing a lot of like characters.
If we're good with this,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm
No,
trying to
no,
keep
this is
it moving
important.
around the table, but all right.
no,
I'm
this is
I'm also
important.
self-conscious about the way my DMing smells.
No, you're fine.
That's weird. Sorry.
It was
Elf. That's where that half. Never mind. All right, my brain's okay. With that, you show them the quarters. You guys head down there. Duke, our shiny skull man. So you guys enter into the cabin with 6 bunks in it, and you walk past the mid-level deck where you would see kind of like the inside of a U-Haul where there are like bars to like strap stuff to, chains, and a couple like manacle sets. As you guys walk in, you get he takes you down to this cabin that again has had a series of art pieces installed.
There's like paintings, there's a chandelier, there's a rug. There's probably like, if I can fit it, like a mahogany desk that I'm sitting at, or just some absurdly fantasy.
Couches that like.
Yeah, I just like.
It's his fainting couch.
It's my fainting couch. I just like absurdly decorated this room, just as fancy as you can. Every red velvet, gold, filigree, all the nine.
Said you were a duke?
Yes. Can you not see from my appearance?
You look dead.
And can I not enjoy the finer things?
He has his skull is gold. In case you guys didn't hear that part, just to be clear.
I have a sapphire and a ruby in my eye sockets.
I'm gonna poke his sapphire gem.
Wait,
That's so
do
rude.
not touch me.
So rude.
A man, get your hands away.
Whoa.
Magic? Obviously.
It's all the world's power.
You're acting like you've never seen an undead before.
I mean,
Well,
I
you
have.
what he said.
Nice.
This one you don't need to do.
I didn't see that.
We'll see about that.
God. PvP.
Just joke, come on.
All right, so you two have already established your bunk selections. So there are 4 bunks to choose from. Did anyone have preferences on where their bunks were?
Don't give a shit.
No,
Okay.
Mine's,
You're like, as long as I can make the room basically mine.
yeah, that's definitely what he's done.
I
Okay.
assume that he's gonna treat us like servants and expect
No, he knows you're above the uncut unwashed masses. He knows. I mean, maybe not the goblin he's gonna think. No offense.
We're not there yet. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
God.
Just like sharpening my sword on the first page.
When are you gonna be? How are you?
Well, he's
I
always
wanna-
sleeping.
Well, yeah, I would
I
say
don't
maybe.
sleep.
Yeah, I would say
I just kind of hang out.
that probably won't work. I'll just leave it
I'll
at that
let you try.
because I don't think he requires sleep. So it will take a very high stealth check.
I definitely pretend to sleep.
Stealth is
Pretend
what
to
Yeah.
I close my eye. No, wait, that
Yeah.
doesn't.
I put like one of those eye masks.
masks?
Yeah, no, that's definitely what. It's like a red velvet eye mask you put on.
Oh man! All right, that's
I
great.
choose to have my character in one of the bunks next to Shiny Skull.
Okay, cool.
Because he's
I am cool.
Awesome. All right, cool. So with that, it is about. You rolled like a 7. Is that what it was on
I
your?
rolled a 13.
A 13.
and
Oh,
he
that's.
rolled a 7.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
That's why I said, why does my higher roll have
That was because I got them backwards in my head.
That's okay.
It doesn't really, but okay, yeah. So actually,
That's why I joked that the pseudo dragon saw a mouse and I had to chase after it.
All right. I'm sorry
No, that's
about that.
okay.
Is a failure on my part.
No, that's okay.
So with that, so you managed to find your way there, which as you go, so your pseudo dragon helps you find the gangplank and walk aboard, and so once you arrive on deck, is there anything particular you would be looking for or doing?
A person, probably.
So
Be like, this is the only ship, so there can't. This is obviously where I'm supposed to be.
okay,
But
so
I can't be the first person here. I was delayed.
we'll say that Groth is busy, and but Persephone has actually stepped out, and so you see the 3 foot tall Monopoly person made of brass, warforged, and she comes up to you and she goes, well, who might you be? I feel like I should know you.
And you?
Well, I am Persephone Marigold, but my friends call me Sephi. Are you here? Are you one of the new hired specials we got going on?
I believe so, yes. My friend Norval sent a missive ahead, I believe.
Right. Yes. Well, we did send to the Divination College, certainly, and we needed someone with a little more than just their standard variety of skills. And you did come recommended, and you and me might. So Norbal's a good friend of mine. We knew each other before. He was one of the reasons I got into academics. And so I have a feeling you and me might get along in our search for knowledge. So.
I see, a fellow erudite. Love to hear.
Certainly. And so she will, if you ever want to take a look at any of my books in my library, I'm happy to share them.
I also got my own small collection. So
Who
sure,
doesn't
we
travel
can-
with at least a dozen? I mean, right? Yeah.
Sure, we could swap some here and there.
It'll be great. We do have you staying down below. Let us know if there's anything you need. Once the whole party's here, we got some hiring to do, and then we'll be setting off. I believe we got one more coming, three more coming because you're here before them. So,
Interesting. Yeah, right.
the other two. So hopefully you get along. It'll be an interesting team. But if you want to head down to the lower cabin, or if you see a man with a gold skull wandering about, he might be able to help you get settled in. He's one of your.
Carrying it?
No, actually, he doesn't have any skin or meat on his bones. He's a walking skeleton, and he has been is it braised, embossed with what's it called when you? It's like when you coat something in, like gilded. Yeah, he's got a gilded head
Right.
with gold
I see.
over his brain parts. That's not it. I'm just sorry. But yes, but he should be down in the lower decks, and he'll show you where your cabin should be.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, we go there.
Yeah. So she goes back as she goes back in her cabin on the top deck. You do see the revelation of walls of books, kind of curved all around, and you can see that there's even like a row. It's almost like they're slid in like this, and she's got one pulled out. Kind of like people do with spice racks, but she's got like books inside it, so she can kind of pocket door it in and out. So yes.
Yeah, because I want that. That'd be the
Yeah.
That's great.
So,
I'm glad we have enough space for that on this ship, but not enough for us to each have our own rooms.
make an Arcana check while you're looking.
So, since I don't think that fight would have taken a lot of
that's right.
Roll. Can you roll a strength check for me for one of your arm wrestling matches?
Oh my god, yeah, 20.
Okay. So as she pulls it out, you know enough about magic to be able to tell that it's almost like she's reaching. It's a pocket dimension.
Okay,
So she's got a series of pocket dimension shelves installed. Yeah. So, all right. So, what was your roll?
I got a 6.
Okay. So yes, you are not doing. in accordance with, yes, you make friends by losing.
Yeah.
Most people prefer it that way.
It makes them feel better about themselves.
Yes. All right. So you go down to the deck. Okay. So you pass through the cargo hold previously described. You get down there, and we'll say this is in the evening when you're reading your book. So you're on your bunk, and you are sitting at the desk.
Probably reading too.
Okay. So you see.
The book about you.
So you visibly look like a zombie if someone sees your face, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you walk into the room, and the two people in the room are a skeleton who looks fancy with a gold face, and would you still have your robe kind of tied around you in this space? All right.
Like a hoodie.
So yeah, like Kenny style. No, but
Group of weirdos. Right?
so yeah, he so that's it.
Fitting for the ethereal plane. All right.
No. So would you say anything to them as you enter? You do see a piece of art that looks to be a painting of him.
I assume you're responsible then for the interior.
Yes. Well, what do you think? No, divine, isn't it?
Oh, listener. And I hurriedly put the back down on.
It's something, that's for sure.
Do you have any complaints?
No. No, it's
Good.
fine.
And then I think I stand up, lean over my stick my do go.
Their guys would be bigger than the guys.
Nice to meet. Oh.
Describe that.
Odd.
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Odd.
Taken aback and then I just sit back down.
Kinda,
And you are?
Oh,
They are big boys.
sorry, lost thought. Inverse.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, no.
He's supposed to be here. He's supposed to be here?
I think so. Chinese Skull's been part of it for a while now.
I forgot his name. I'm glad you reminded me. Shiny Skull. That sounds familiar. Are all the which bunks are? I assume I can tell which bunk is yours because it's probably like covered in random bullshit.
it's got a very nice silk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole
8,000
That's what I
thread
was gonna
count.
say. I can tell which
You know,
one is
because
yours.
your bones will fill the
It's
difference.
just because I'm dead doesn't mean
I don't know
I
if
don't
you-
deserve
It's
it
the
back.
silk inside of a coffin.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Sorry. No.
Did you decorate your
I
bunk at
got
all?
one. I got one. Mine has no decoration.
Okay, so I
and-
wouldn't be able to tell it's yours off the bat then.
But now that I think about it, he keeps like all his gear right next to it.
Okay, so I'd be able to.
Including an alchemy check that he made himself. Because artificers get infusions.
Okay.
So I can turn items into magic items. So it makes sense for my character to already have the infusion before they can.
Theoretically, yeah. Level 10, that makes sense. Yes. Yep.
So I got an alchemy check.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so I can tell which one's yours
Nice.
then. Okay. Okay, yeah. So, Oz is gonna pick a bottom bunk, probably far away from the people who are already there, because you picked one close to him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going on the opposite side as both of you, so that.
Gosh, for a tiefling, you sure do have qualms about people who look a little different.
It's not people who look a little different, it's all people.
It's just all people.
It's
Alright.
all people that I feel like, especially like while Oz like definitely like Oz dresses really nice and like has like pretty, I would say pretty gaudy taste, but it's different gaudy from like the like noble. So like I think that's really it is, huh?
I knew a tiefling once.
Oh, now you know too.
It doesn't sound right.
No. Surely this tiefling was a good friend of yours.
He was.
Yes.
He was.
Yeah. See.
Do you have a bunk above me or next to me?
Next to.
Okay. I'm just wondering because you're gonna be on like the bars. You're probably going to next to. I don't know.
We'll map it out eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted.
Oz
Okay.
is definitely taking a bottom bunk just in case for whatever reason they can't see getting out of bed. Because I would rather
Oh, I
fall
see. Yeah,
from
like,
a
I
bottom
got you.
bunk than a
Yeah,
top
yeah.
bunk.
Okay. So,
Since my character is not asleep, sometimes he just like sits there in front of his bunk, just staring.
So one of the awkward parts of this room is 2 people in this party don't have to sleep. Yay. It's not creepy at all.
No, that's fine. That doesn't.
You know
bother
what?
me.
Since you got there fairly early, and